Here from createyourfuture.co. So today I have a really special video, but I'm pretty sure I gave it away in the title. It's about how to manifest a proposal. Guys, guess what? I'm engaged now, my ring. So I've manifested my own proposal, and I'm going to share with you exactly how I did it. Just before I dive into it, guys, remember, we're having a contest. We get to 100,000 subscribers. We're giving away 3 free coaching sessions. So 3 different people, 1 session each. All you need to do to enter is to comment what you've manifested using the law of assumption, share our videos, as well as make sure you're subscribed. We want to share the videos, get the word out that everybody can have a life that they want and love living. They can have what they want. The best gift we can give each other is the gift of hope and inspiration that we can have what we want. And that's why we also have you comment, because you share what you've manifested and you give other people hope that they're going to be able to do it too. So that's really nice to see. And guys, Katie's got bundles out for her workshops and meditations. We've bundled them and given them at a discount. So definitely check out the link in the description below, as well as I have a course, Create the Relationship You Love, and that's for recreating anybody you have in your reality that you already know that you want to recreate. So whether it be a brother, a mother, a sister, a specific person, even recreating what your crush thinks about you and starting a relationship. So guys, let's dive into this. Let's dive into how to manifest a proposal. So success story. Andrew proposed. Okay, this was, I guess, last week. It'll be 2 weeks by the time this video's up. So how I actually did it was, Andrew did tell me many, many times that he didn't want a relationship. And you guys know this from other previous videos, how I've explained where he had told me that he, been married before and he doesn't want a serious relationship because he's got baggage or whatever, right? And I remember, getting over most of that story when we moved in together. But when we were living together, he was still saying how he never wanted to get married again. So my story about it was that, men that were previously married had baggage and they didn't want to do it again. So ultimately one thing that I needed to do was, first of all, change my story about what Andrew thought. So I changed it to, he knows how important it is for me to get married because I've never been married. He wants to give me that experience because he's had that experience. He knows I'm not like his ex, and that he knows he loves me and wants to be with me, and I'm the best relationship he ever had. And really, because he's me pushed out, really starting to transform the thoughts that he was having about our relationship. So taking the time to go, okay, if I was Andrew, what do I want him to think about me and our relationship? Okay. So start there, no matter where your relationship is at, start right there. Say, okay, if I was my specific person, what would I want them? What do they think about me? And what do they think about our relationship? Okay. So it's really about changing what they think, as well as that's really basically changing your opinion of them. Okay. So that's the first thing that I did. The second thing that I did was I started intending all of the things I would see, hear, and feel if we were going to be getting married. So that would be like, well, I started intending going ring shopping. We're going to go ring shopping. This is what's going to happen. Okay. And then, starting to look at the ring that I wanted. Okay. And starting to go, okay, well, I want to pick out my ring and this is what I want it to look like and all of this sort of stuff. Right. And also as well, creating, from the law of assumption, saying to myself, well, we live together anyway if we're pretty much already married. Okay. And basically, whenever I thought that, or whenever he said, well, I never want to get married again, which he did remind me of, I would always say to myself, no, you know what? We're pretty much already married. We live together. We're pretty much already married. And really maintaining that and saying, well, he thinks that same thing too. Right. So you want to use things in your reality to make them mean what you actually want. That's how the law of assumption works. Okay. So, I had the option of basically, when he said, well, I don't want to get married again, I could have totally in those moments reacted and said, well, fine, if you don't want to get married, I do. And maybe we should end this. I could have totally reacted and went down that road. But that's just basically yelling at the mirror, because he was just reflecting back something that I had already created. So I needed to step back into myself and say, okay, how do I want to change this? What do I want the new story to be? And to maintain that new story. okay, no matter what was showing up in my 3D reality, because, you know, I know that everything that was showing up in my 3D reality was just basically, you know, my old thoughts. Now, did I react once in a while? Absolutely. I did react once in a while. I'm human, it happens. But how much I reacted, I would quickly bounce back and say, sorry, I understand you're not ready to get married. I don't want you to do anything you don't want to do. And it's okay. Don't worry about it. You know, and then going back into myself and really, you know, changing the story of what he was thinking. And there was, I think, a lot more for me was changing the story about what the other person thinks and what the other person feels, right? Combined with what am I going to see, hear, and feel when all these things come true. And then I also created, you know, that we got engaged and I started planning my wedding and everything, right? So, you know, you really want to focus on what you're going to see, hear, and feel, but we can't ignore the things that show up that we don't want. We have to recognize them, okay, acknowledge them, and then renounce them. Okay. So like, for instance, when Andrew would say, well, I never want to get married again, I'd acknowledge it. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. I'd say that's fine. That for him. And then I would acknowledge it in my head and go, no, what do I want instead? And then I would say, no, we're pretty much already married. He's going to see that too and want to get married. Okay. So I would do the revision right on the spot. And that's basically, you know, the whole key to a mental diet, right? And so reacting will slow things down. It will, because all of your thoughts create. Your subconscious mind doesn't pick and choose which thoughts it's going to create. It creates your dominant thoughts. So reacting is okay. You know, it's not going to ruin anything, because you can never ruin anything, right? But just you're going to have to, you know, take a look at the thoughts that you use that reaction constructively and going, why am I reacting? Well, I'm reacting because I'm making this mean that he's rejecting me. Okay. And it's upsetting me. But is he really rejecting me? No, maybe he's just not ready yet because of that story I created. Right. And I'm going to say, okay, it's not that he's personally, I'm not going to take it personally. And I'm going to start changing the story here and now. Okay. So if you are going to react to any part of your situation, it's very important to use that constructively. Become aware what's upsetting you. Why are you reacting? What are the thoughts you're having? Those thoughts right there are gold, because those ones you change into positive intentions and focus on them and put a little bit of energy to them, they're really going to change your situation around incredibly quickly, guys. So yeah, it's so exciting. If you guys, my proposal, we recorded it. It's on Jerry's Adventures. It's posted. Link is in the description below. Definitely go check it out. It was a great night. Andrew really, you know, went above and beyond. And I actually only manifested, like only intended that we would get engaged when it was in the snow in the winter, and the rest of it, because I already created Andrew to be a really romantic person. I said, well, it's going to be amazing no matter what he does. So I didn't put too much, you know, specifics into what I wanted to see, because Andrew's always been an incredibly romantic person, more than I could even think up. So I knew whatever he came up with would be amazing. And it absolutely was, actually. So guys, check out the video. So I hope this video, I intend this video helps each and every one of you guys to make a, you know, some positive headway in your relationships right now. And yeah, thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And I intend you guys all have an amazing day. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.